So this is my second attempt at this video because my phone was like, I'm out of storage and blah blah blah, and I'm gonna stop in the middle of your recording. Yeah. Excuse me while I take this here bobby pin and do this. Okay. Now it's not gonna be in my face and I'm not gonna be doing this. Well, I might be because my hair is just... Okay. I do have a point for this video, so it's kind of like based on this shirt right here. I am a June woman. Oh yeah. So this is a VR to Ashley Michele as well as Kellyanne Maddox. Now both of those lovely ladies are Sagittarius. I am not. But I wanted to talk about my the sun astrology. That's what I wanted to talk about. So I wanted to talk about if I am a typical Cancer. And I just reading and going through some of these articles, I'm both yes and no. I am one of those weird Cancer people that is born on a cusp between Gemini and Cancer. So I'm airily water. Yeah, I'm an airhead. No, I mean, probably, depending on who you talk to. I don't know. But I got this awesome shirt, and it says, June woman, the soul of a witch. Well, let's see if I can read it without looking completely awkward. The fire of a lioness, the heart of a hippie, and the mouth of a sailor. I don't swear too much in my videos, but catch me on Xbox and some gaming. Yep. So getting into the meat and potatoes of the video, I want to go through kind of like the different qualities and traits and things. The one website that I know these lovely ladies had used was Zodiac Fire, and I like it. And then I was kind of you know, messing around and looking and, you know, whatever, and I found another one on BuzzFeed. Now, I know BuzzFeed's not the most credible source in the world, but it had some interesting things. It has 24 characteristics of a Cancer, and I kind of want to go through some of those because those I really resonate with. Some of these I do and some of these I don't. The first thing on the list for the Zodiac Fire site is we are incredibly intuitive and astonishingly good at reading people. Yeah, sometimes. Depends on the day. Depends on the person. Depends on me. I used to be really good at it. And then I kind of got out of it, if that makes sense. In a way that when I would read people or when I would tell people, like, I know what you're feeling or whatever, blah, 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 you know, they would just get pissed at me. And I'm just like, this ain't worth it. So kind of how I use, I guess, my intuition and my reading people, I use it in my daily life and my job. I'm a framer, so people bring in their artwork and they're like, well, you know, I'm thinking this and this and this, and sometimes they come in with an idea of what they want and I put something down that they had no idea they wanted in the first place, and they go with it and they're like, oh my god, you're so good. I'm like, yeah, I am. So I guess my intuitive reading people has gone into my job more than what I used to do with it, and gone, oh god, you're sad. Why are you sad? You should tell me why you're sad. Just kind of creeps people out. So I've kind of, I guess, evolved or matured in that way. Number 2, intense and passionate lover. I'm not. That's a whole different video, and I don't really want to get into the reason why, but I'm not. That's not me. I'm weird. I'm passionate, but not a passionate lover. Yeah. I do love my husband. That doesn't mean anything, but Cancer doesn't cope well with heartbreak. Oh, no, we don't. I totally relate with that 100%. And it's not just romantic love, it's friendship too. I said this so much better in my first take of this video, but like I said, my phone cut me off. But I've been married for about 7 years, and my husband and I did break up, you know, like a long time ago, when, you know, when we were first dating, and then we got back together. And take it well. And not just that, like I said, it's not just romantic, it's friendships too. They hurt when they decide to just leave, or like, I've had one recently that I'm pretty sure I've gotten over. I probably should write my letter, be done with it, and just go, bye, Felicia. And just kind of get over the fact that the person won't text me anymore, and, you know, whatever. But I was kind of have one of those days yesterday where I'm just like, just so much anxiety in my head, and I'm like, can't do it. So I have my Who pillow. Doctor Who. I call it my Who pillow, and this is that's how I cope with my heartbreak. I just hug a pillow. Or my husband. But the pillow was readily available because he was at work. Cancer can be extraordinarily generous at times. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd resonate with that. I like giving. I do like receiving and stuff like that, but I think my favorite part about giving stuff is the reaction of people. Like, I've sent Christmas presents out, and I, you know, did this, and I love creating, and I will just go, okay, y'all are getting a package, tell me what you think. Ah! My favorite part is when people, like, record themselves opening up the stuff that I got them, and I'm like, oh, yay, they liked it, yay. Yeah, I do. I generous, yes. Mysterious and hard to read. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. Most of the time, I'm a really easy open book. I wear my emotions here. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, I wear it on my face. You can totally tell. If I'm not bubbly and going, ah! You know, there's something wrong with me. Cancer loves affection. Yeah? Cancer can't say no to a bit of affection, especially when it's coming from the right person. And right is in italics. I don't know how to, like, would it be like italics? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Cancer is calm and chill until they are provoked. I would say yes and no. I'm a very anxious, anxiety type person. I'm a very type A person. So I guess in a way I'm provoked easily. And so I'm weird. I guess I don't really resonate as well with that one. I feel like I'm provoked all the time, if that makes sense. I'm like, just like, you know, before you even poke me, I'm just like, I don't know. Cancer can experience crazy mood swings. Nah. No, that one's totally right. Because, like I said, that other day was just like, I was like in tears, I was crying, I was just like, bleh. Today I'm like, I have my coffee, and I'm like, good to go, and I'm all like bubbly, and I'm like, I'm gonna record all these videos, woohoo! Yeah, it's kind of like, and then whee, and then, yeah, it's weird. Let's see here. Cancer is always there for your friends, period. For their friends. I would say yeah. My friends, I don't have a lot, if that makes sense. My close friends, it sucks because most of them don't live in the same state as me. Oh yeah! Ew. I like road tripping for my friends. There's a couple of road trips I would like to plan and to go to and do things. Definitely, in my thought, in my brain here, you know, somewhere, you know, maybe back here. I would say yeah. Cancer can get sentimental and find themselves yearning for the past. I would say yeah. Yeah. I miss the time where I didn't have to pay bills. And, I miss the time where I didn't have to be an adult and, you know, ow, just dropped my computer on my But, yeah, I mean, I miss those times where I was not as, where I wasn't necessarily as responsible for, like, what I had to do. You know, my parents were there, you know, the stuff like that. You know, I miss, like, I don't know, trying to, like, explain that. That's hard. Yeah, I do get sentimental, I guess that's the point of it. Number 11, Cancer craves deeper and more meaningful relationships. I would say, hell yeah. So many relationships are so shallow nowadays, and honestly, it just boggles my mind. I'm like trying to have a deep and meaningful conversation about something, and the person just says, I don't know. Well, whatever you want. Whatever. Come on, people, there is more substance to you than that. You have your own thoughts and ideas. Come on. Yeah. That's why when I do get one of those, you know, Cancers in general, like I said, I personally resonate with this, and, you know, those deep, meaningful relationships that we do get, that's why it's so hard to get over the heartbreak of losing that friend. Yeah. They all go together, guys. Cancer loves to build a comfortable home that they can call their own. See, this is something that Cancer, I don't necessarily resonate with. I would like my home to be clean and whatever, but I have this feeling inside me that I'm like, I could be in a motorhome and, like, travel around and I'd be fine. So I don't know if that's, like, you know, that hippie soul part of me or whatever. Wait, hold on. The heart of a hippie, yeah. I don't know if that's the part of me that's like, nah, bitch, you don't need a house. I don't know, the whole home motherly thing about Cancers, I don't necessarily really, like, I don't do this with. It's more like weird Rubik's Cube kind of thing. I don't know. Is unhappy when they become distant and uncommunicative. Communicative. I read good. I would say yeah. When I'm unhappy, I don't really talk. Like I said before. No, you know immediately when I'm depressed. Doesn't get along with obnoxious and pushy personalities. I agree with that, and I don't. I try to get along with everybody, but there are just some people that I just don't mesh well with. Because I'm obnoxious and pushy already, just because of that's my type A personality. But I guess, yeah. You know, if you're gonna be obnoxious and pushy back to me, I don't like you. I guess. Can be shy and takes time to open up. Yes and no. I'm not necessarily that crazy shy person. Lately though, with the heartbreak of friendships and you know, losing people and stuff like that, I've gotten a little bit more crab-like. Take a look at my crab claw. Okay. And I retreat, you know, into my shell and kind of stay there rather than, like, and then I kind of like a little hermit crab and go, hey, you're still there. I might come out, you know. It depends on the person, depends on the situation. Is open-minded and endlessly imaginative. I would say yes. I have been a lot more open-minded lately in the last, like, you know, 2 years than I have in, you know, the entirety of the, you know, 27 years I've been alive. And I think that has a lot to do with new spiritual paths, you know, my husband being very supportive of that spiritual path and kind of, like, going along with me. And so, yeah, I would say yeah. I'm definitely imaginative. If you see that right there, that's one of mine. I imagine things. Imagination. Can hold a grudge for a long time. I think that's a girl thing, too. I would say yes. Strong and resilient. sometimes I don't feel like it. Some people say I'm one of the strongest people they know. I don't always agree with them. Instinctively protects their loved ones. I would say yes and no. I'm extremely protective of my husband. If you mess with my adorable nephew, I will cut you. I've gotten closer to my family, so, and not necessarily loved one, or, wow. Family is not necessarily the only loved ones I have. I would say, you know, I have plenty of people who've gotten to the point that they are more like sisters, than just friends. And it's because they listen to my gibber. My gibberish and my weirdness. I mean, I respect you. I love you. You know who you are. Cancers are complicated and they have many sides. I'm not complicated at all. I resent that. No. Totally complicated. The other way I would describe that would be there are many masks that we wear. At least me personally. If you look at like one of my first videos on the channel, I'm wearing a mask. And honestly, it was because I was scared to death that anybody would find these videos and go, oh my god, Katie, you're a witch! Yeah. Your point. So I really got past that point, but we still have sides and masks we wear. Compassionate and empathetic heart. Some days. For some people. Depends on if I like you. Now the ones that I thought, that's the 21 Secrets of Cancer. I guess I'm more cancer-y-ish than I thought. You know, just kind of going and reading some of them. You know, they kind of go through and talk about, on BuzzFeed, they're just kind of interesting. Talking about how, you know, cancers are sensitive, we don't need anybody to criticize us because we criticize ourselves enough. It's totally true. Being an artist and a creator and stuff like that, I'm already overcritical of myself because artists are always their own worst critic. But as a Cancer, okay, sorry. Falling asleep here. My feet. As a Cancer, yeah. It kind of makes it worse. Like I said, the home things I really don't, you know, like, connect to. One of the ones on BuzzFeed says, you're sometimes a little lazy. And I'm like, no, I'm not! Totally am. So it's just kind of interesting to go through these and to see how alike I am with some things. It's always hard for people to get through your emotional barriers. Yes, and honestly, once they're there, there's just some type, you know, once they've gotten through those barriers, there's just some type of connection that I feel to them. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to talk to this person. It's just kind of that need to, like, still have them in my life. And I'm like, and it's both frustrating and fantastic all at the same time, because I'm like, wait, what if this person leaves? And I just still have that feeling. And I'm like, why? Why would they? Yeah. Let's see here. I don't like superficial things. I usually put my feelings ahead of reason. Yes. Yes, I do. I'm almost, I like this one. It says, like, you're almost never calm. Like, the other one kind of said that you're calm, cool, and collected, and I don't agree with that all the time. This one really says your life is a roller coaster of emotions. Kind of like my birds. They're a roller coaster of sound. I would have to completely and utterly agree with that. I am, like, a crazy roller coaster. Like I said earlier, you know, one day I'm like, and, you know, hugging the hoopla. And then, you know, today I'm like, yay! I don't know. I'm complicated, like I said earlier. Like shells. Anxiety and worry are your best friends. Yes! I wrote a letter to both of them. Actually, no, I haven't written a letter to worry. I might. I have written one to anxiety, though. That's kind of cool. It calls me a hoarder, guys. I don't, whoop. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, stingy with money. No. You're beyond empathetic. Yes. Yes, I am. And my mood is constantly changing. Yeah, so I guess going through those, I guess I would be a typical Cancer, but in my opinion, with how much home and family and everything that they say about Cancer, I really don't resonate with that. So I guess I would say I'm a typical but yet untypical Cancer. I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm just a contradiction. I'm an enigma. Totally. But that's beside the point. I hope you enjoyed this VR. I will have the links to Ashley Michelle's and Kelly Ann Maddox videos here below in the description box. I will also have a couple of links that I used for this video. Yeah. And if you... Yeah, I don't know where my thought was gone. But I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you are. And we will see you next time. Bye!